So, you've sat down to write a song and nothing came out. Try and fix that. Everybody, welcome back to the Music Guide. This is episode 3. I thought today we would do something a bit different that wasn't tech related, something a bit more artist related, writing related. So a lot of the time I have this problem where when I sit down to write a song, it just doesn't happen. I had a bit of a writer's block, and it's a bit of a problem, especially if you have a plan to write an album or something like that and you want to write it within a certain amount of time. It's an issue. So I thought I would give you guys my 5 tips that I try and use to kind of try and re-spark it again, get myself writing again. This might not work for everybody. Everybody's different. So just try them out. If they don't work, there's a lot of other things you can try and do. If you guys have had anything that's helped you beat writer's block, just put it down in the comment section. Let everyone else know about it and we can try and get something going. Alright, so number 5. I like to try and write on another instrument. If you are a multi-instrumentalist who plays 2 or more instruments, and this could be somebody who plays guitar and ukulele, it could be very similar instruments. Everybody plays different instruments differently to the way they play other ones. So like if you play guitar a certain way, you may play piano a bit differently. This can actually help with the writing process. It can help you think of new melody lines, and it can help you sort of just go a different direction with the song. So that's a really good one that I like to try and do. Usually guitar and piano are my sort of bounce between things, and then sometimes I go into the computer and actually pull up a bunch of different sounds and stuff to try and get stuff that way. Just try and write on another instrument if you can.
Right, number 3 is get outside. So I always find the best way is to go for a walk, and getting out somewhere brand new that you've never been before is even better than going for a walk. You'll notice as soon as you get home that you can even write about the stuff that you see when you're out. It's a good way to clear your head, see new things, and kind of just get away from everything else at home, because sometimes that could be the thing that's stopping you from writing anything good. So yeah, try and get outside, get for a walk. It doesn't have to be far, but a new place is always a lot better.
Number 4 is take a different approach. Now what I mean by this is, if you are the type of person to sit down and write a song from start to finish and that's worked for you in the past, try maybe writing the chorus first, or starting with the actual name of the song, or try starting with a melody line or something else. Sometimes we can get into this habit of when something works for us, we try and stick to that, thinking that that's going to be sort of our golden ticket to get all good songs out of. It doesn't work that way. Everyone has processes that change, and to get sort of a different sound out of yourself, you kind of need to change up the way you do it. So yeah, try and change your process, and don't just do the same thing over and over again, because that can get repetitive and it can make all your songs sound very similar. Number 2 is write without a filter. Now what I mean by that is try and write down whatever you're thinking at the time, and don't worry about structure or rhyme scheme or what sounds good or what doesn't sound good. Just try and get whatever you're thinking out onto the page, and then you can edit afterwards. That's something I like to do. This kind of feeds into the process part, but this is a bit more direct, and it's something that I don't think a lot of people actually do. Just write down whatever you're thinking, and you can do this anywhere you want. If you could just write down your phone memos, just do something like that. It's very, very helpful. It's worked for me in the past. Just write something down that's completely unedited and then edit it afterwards, and it gets some pretty raw stuff out of you, I found, and some stuff you actually can keep the way it is. So that's something I like to try and do. And number 1 is actually collaborate with people. This is something I don't do as often as I should, because I'm kind of, well, obviously right now we're kind of in ways forced to kind of work on our own a little bit, but even before that I wasn't really much for collaborating with people, just because I'm quite a shy dude, and I don't know, I've written on my own for a very long time, But every time I have written with somebody else, it's always been very rewarding. It's always been something I didn't expect. And it's always changed the way I think about writing and making stuff. So I would always recommend that when you can, collaborate with somebody. And also it's a great way to, when the song is done and when things are finished, that you guys can actually share the song together and you have like a teammate to help you out with the promotion side of things. So yeah, try and collaborate, try and talk to people who are on the same level as you, and even if you can, try and get somebody who's above you and try and get some tips and tricks off them as well. So that's really, really helpful. I would do that. Right, so that's my top 5 tips, I guess, on writing and trying to avoid writer's block. If these things didn't work for you, there are a lot of things you could do. These are just my ways, the things that I've done in the past that I know have worked for me. It would be pretty stupid of me to try and give you tips that I've heard other people do, and it just never worked for me. But if you guys have tips like that, things that have worked for you in the past, put them down in the comment section. Try and let people know about them. Anything you think that I've missed that is very important to you, try and let people know about it, and maybe even make your own video about it. Just try them out, and if they work, that would be fantastic. I would love that if you guys did try it out, that it works for you and I've helped in some way. That's kind of what this whole thing is about and what I'm trying to do in this situation, just to try and help people out who are just looking for a bit of information. So yeah, if you want to say something, leave a comment. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe if you have the time. And I'll see you in the next video.
When I fell asleep at sunset.